I'm Taro here with Monarch Training. In this video we're going to talk about a whole bunch of different snatch variations. There's a ton of them. We're only going to cover some of them here that you might see come up in a program from us. Let us know what you think and don't forget to subscribe. Alright, so first up, the power snatch. When you do this one, all you're going to do is the exact same thing as a regular snatch, starting from the ground, and you're just going to catch it above parallel. So you can catch it in a shallow squat. As long as you catch it above parallel, that meets the standard of a power snatch. So as long as you keep your hips above the crease of the knee, that's a power snatch. Next up, muscle snatch. For this one, there's going to be no rebend underneath. So same exact pull as a regular snatch or power snatch. We extend up and continue that pull. So no rebend underneath. Kind of similar to doing a push press where once your knee's locked out, they stay locked out. As you do these ones, really try to keep the elbows high as you go through it. Don't drop the elbows and just press. High hang snatch is going to be a snatch from the power position. So you could start with this up top, bend your knees, fold over slightly, pause for a second, and go from there. Now, next up is a hip snatch. It's exactly the same as a high hang snatch, except for you're going to use that rebound. So kind of dip as if you were doing a jerk and then go right into it, use that rebound and get under the bar fast. Halt snatch, you're going to be pulling from the ground, pausing at the hang position, then go into a hang snatch. So pull to that first position, make sure you're staying tight, and then go from there. Pause off the ground as you're just going to break the ground an inch or two, then go. Then you do the rest of the snatch, still hitting that hang position, that high hang position, and then pulling under the bar. Pause in the catch is you do a snatch and then pause where you catch it. So pause in the bottom of that overhead squat. Slow pull snatch is to emphasize the positions that we go through during the snatch. So we're going to pull it real slow and then accelerate at the finish. This will really emphasize good positioning throughout the pull, because if you're off, you're not going to end up getting it. But as long as we get to that high hang position correctly, we should be fine. Clean grip snatch is going to require a good bit of shoulder mobility, but it's exactly the same as the regular snatch, except for our hands are going to be at a clean grip. So it's a much longer pull, harder to get underneath. It's a good variation to limit the weight and then also really work on staying upright in the bottom of that catch position. Next up, snatch pull. This one can be used to kind of overload and really strengthen that pull. Hitting all the exact same positions. It is not just a fast snatch grip deadlift. We want to hit all the positions as if we were going to snatch it. Snatch high pull is to really work on getting those elbows up high. It's the exact same as the snatch pull, but it will be done as a lighter weight, and then we're going to continue through and really focus on getting those elbows up high, continuing that pull with our upper body. Tall snatch will be done without any momentum going up on the bar. It's going to be entirely to pull yourself under. This variation can be pretty difficult, but it's a great way to work on that speed underneath the bar. Snatch bounce, for this one, you could think of it as a snatch grip behind the neck squat jerk. So we're going to really be driving ourselves down into that bottom position. I like to use exactly the same as I would do a push jerk or a squat jerk and try and get to that bottom position stably. Drop snatch is same thing as a snatch bounce, but except for this one, we're not going to use that momentum. So we're going to be entirely pushing ourselves under. So kind of similar to the tall snatch. Think of the tall snatch kind of mixed with the snatch balance in pushing ourselves under. Hover snatch will usually be programmed as a snatch pull plus hover snatch or something like that, where there'll be some other movement before it. We're just going to come back down to about an inch or two off the ground and then perform a snatch. A Korean double for this is
like doing 2 snatch, or you might see it as a triple, but you don't do the overhead squat. So jump, land, get into the bottom of that overhead squat, make sure you have it, drop it, and then perform another snatch. On the last one of the set, finish standing it up. But what this will work on is, one, saving your legs a little bit if you have a ton of volume in your training program, as well as put the extensions closer together, so it makes it a little bit harder to really finish that. Last one, no hook, no feet, no contact. All these things make it needed to be much quicker to get underneath the bar, so it's great to work on that speed into the bottom to really pull yourself down. So that's it for us here at Monarch Training. There's a bunch more snatch variations. You might also see them, the exact same ones, and see them called something else, but this was just a quick overview of some that you might see from us. Yeah, that's it.